For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Memphis, they're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And checking out Cincinnati, they're 5 spots away.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they weren't really being talked about as contenders coming into the season, but they have entered that conversation.
They're in the thick of it, and I think they got an attitude that's well-suited for the pressure and intensity of playoff basketball. So when the postseason arrives, look out for this team.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. We've got Q, waiter out there with Prez. Then it's Ellis, and it's D in it, the shooting guard. And for Cincinnati, we've got Champ. Scott is out there with Williams. Then there's Champ, and it's Cool Hands in at the 2. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at the time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. And there's the foul. It's on Q. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Champ. Scott, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Ellis outside. Rebound by Williams. And here's Cincinnati. There's the pass to Cool Hands. Here's McNeil. Stolen away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Memphis shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Scott against Ellis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Cincinnati shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And he makes the first. He's off on the second. Ball's knocked loose. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. McNeil kicks to Scott. Pass to McNeil. Puts up a three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Passes to D. Inside, the waiter passes to Q. 5 on the clock. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Williams. Pass to Scott. It's blocked. Second chance shot. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Williams with the defensive effort.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
It's blocked.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Here's the waiter. He's guarded by Williams. That one doesn't go.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Memphis trails by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's Ellis with the 3-ball. Cans it from downtown.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's McNeil. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
To the paint. Here's Scott. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Ellis bounce pass. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Q. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Even this early on, Brent, have you been on teams where you just knew changes were coming down the road?
Yeah, most of that, Kevin, I think happens because of internally what's going on with the team. Yeah, on the floor, you're going to see guys operating in the offense, playing pick and roll, but
it's behind the curtains where you begin to feel, right?
Good executives and good coaching staffs understand communicating to the people in the front office to say, hey, if we stay this way, our potential, instead of growing, is not knowing how low we're going to go. Exactly. So we need to make some changes.
And Memphis making a change here. Jeffries is checked in. And he's good on the second. Memphis trails by 3. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Here's the waiter. He had a 39-point outing in their last game again.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now here's Ellis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game again. To the inside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Champ. He's coming off a 16-point game again.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Ellis dishes to Prez. Here is Jeffries. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to the waist. Just 5 on the clock. And again, it's Memphis with the 3. Here's Cool Hands. Pass to Champ. That shot missing. And Memphis the other way now.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game. And that sticks with you a little bit.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And first time out of the game called for Cincinnati. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
And it's a completely new group for Cincinnati. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. The mayor, he's checked in for the waiter. Thomas comes in for Prez. Hardaway's checked in for D. And Harris subbed in for Ellis. Here's the waiter. 11 points for him in that last game again. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Now here is Hardaway. He's guarded closely. Passes it to the main. A miss that time would have put him up.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
For Cincinnati, they've gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. That free throw, no good. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most. And that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction. Now here is Harris. He had 15 points last outing.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's the Cobra. Clock at 6. Down low. Good D by Thomas. Memphis leading. Outside Hardaway. Harris finds Hardaway. Got a piece of it. Now Cincinnati moving it up. Here's Davenport. Here's Jay. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Cincinnati shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he can't get the first one.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
And he sinks the second. And for Memphis, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Jeffries kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Thomas. Harris outside. Clock at 4. Takes a 3. It's deflected. The pass to Dub. Good D by Hardaway.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
The waiter passes to Dub. We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. It's rebounded by Memphis. The mayor passes to Jeffries. Harris outside. Thomas surveying the D. Pass to Jeffries. Tries it from 19. Doesn't go that time. And it's Cincinnati the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
For Cincinnati, they've missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Back to Harris. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Here's the waiter. Guarded by Hardaway. Passes it to the Cobra. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And it's out of bounds to Cincinnati. They'll retain possession. And Cincinnati making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's the Cobra. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's the waiter. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Offensive rebound. That one misses. And it's Memphis on the break. Thomas is running, but they recover it. They shoot again. And he overshot that one, missing. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Memphis out in front. They're up by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
You got the waiter. Dub is out there with Jay. Then it's Williams. And it's the Cobra in at the point. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And for Memphis, the mayor is out there with Thomas. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Q. And it's Harris in at point. Q passes to Thomas. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision-making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision-making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it. And no one really crashing down on the backside, a breakdown defensively.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Harris outside. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. The pass to the Cobra. Here's the waiter. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. And Cincinnati leads by 1. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Thomas. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Cincinnati. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Dub. Here's the Cobra. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That shot off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hardaway uses the glass to finish the layup. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's the Cobra. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And Cincinnati will go for a different look here. Champs checked in for Jay. Scott comes in for Dub. Cool Hands checked in for the waiter. And Champs subbed in for the Cobra. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. The waiters checked in for the mayor. Prez comes in for Thomas. D, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Ellis in for Harris. Pass to Q. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. 3 on 3. Fires the three, and another three for Cincinnati.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. D, he's guarded by Williams. D passes to Q. For three, Ellis. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Cool Hands. Now the pass to Williams. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Here's Scott. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built a lead here with a much better second quarter.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
And Memphis making a change here. Jeffries is checked in. Memphis trails by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to the waiter. And here is Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Prez. And finished off by Prez.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Ellis surveying the D. Pass to Jeffries. Back to Ellis. Passes it to D. Out of bounds. Cincinnati takes possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Cincinnati. On Thursday, then on Sunday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Here's McNeil. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Cool Hands. The kick out to Scott. Over Prez. Scott can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And Champ gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 9 points. Jeffries dishes to Ellis. And the pass to D. 5 to shoot. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Ellis. Pass to Jeffries. Passes to the waiter. And it's blocked by Scott. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
D passes to Prez, and he makes that one. Prez has got his third bucket of the night.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Here's McNeil. He's got 9. Over Ellis. McNeil misses.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Here's the waiter. Good work there as it goes. The waiter's got it back down to single digits for Memphis.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And it's Memphis on the break. There's the lob to Prez. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Here's Champ. He's got 7. And there's the pass to Cool Hands. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Cincinnati will go for a different look here. Jay's checked in for Champ. Dub comes in for Scott. The waiter's checked in for Williams. And it's the Cobra in for Champ. The mayor, he's checked in for Memphis. Harris comes in for D. And that one misses. Memphis trails by 9. The waiter passes to Harris. Knocks it loose. Now here's Prez. He's covered closely. Pass to the waiter. Shot from the low block. And another basket for Memphis.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's the Cobra. And the 3 off target. Prez finds Harris. Prez with the ball. Pass to Harris. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Jay, guarded by Harris. Jay, the pass to the Cobra. Shoots from the line. Good, he hits the jump shot. The Cobra's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Here's the mayor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Some changes for Memphis. Thomas checked in for the waiter. Hardaway comes in for Prez. And it's Q in for Ellis. And so he hits both. Cincinnati leading by 7. Here's the waiter. From deep. Up again. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's Cincinnati ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And guys, for Cincinnati, and big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen Champ really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Scott is out there with Williams. Then it's Cool Hands. Then there's Champ, and it's Champ in at the 5 down low. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Scott pulls it in.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Memphis. D out there with Ellis. Then there's the waiter. Then there's Prez. And it's Q in at the 3 slot.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Memphis trails by 11. Prez dishes to Ellis. Passes it to Q. To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And the layup's good off the glass. Cool Hands got the lead up to 13 now for Cincinnati.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
The pass to the waiter. From deep three-point range, Scott pulls it in. Scott's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's McNeil. Off target from three-point range. Here's Prez. Another shot. Pass to Q. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Count the basket. And Cincinnati leads by 15.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Ellis. From down in the low post, it goes. Ellis has got 5 points so far.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Memphis trails by 13. Prez passes to Q. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's good, 2 points.
Now their plan working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Cincinnati calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
That one doesn't drop.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
D passes to Q. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's McNeil. He's got 9 to the paint. Here's Scott. And Ellis with the block. Down low. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them get back in the ballgame.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Cincinnati calls timeout.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
The Cobra is checked in for Cincinnati. Memphis also making some changes. Jeffries is checked in, and Harris subbed in for Ellis. Kicks it to Harris. Some nice passing there by Memphis. That evens the score. And it's 8 points for Q.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's McNeil. Cincinnati again missing.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Here is Jeffries. 5 points in the game for the lead. And it's Prez getting it to go. Prez has got 13 points.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Here's McNeil. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Scott. Shot to stop the run, and it's blocked. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Count that one. Now it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Cincinnati calls timeout.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
So for Cincinnati, Jay's checked in for Champ. Dub comes in for Scott. The waiter subbed in for Champ. Memphis also making some changes. The mayor comes in for the waiter. And Thomas subbed in for Prez. The shot's good. The Cobra's got his third basket of the night.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run by Memphis.
Out left to the wing. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Dub, the pass to the waiter. Thomas with the block. Shoots it up. And another basket for Memphis.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's the waiter. 6 to shoot. Pass to the Cobra. Oh, good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Stripped it away. And they're on the break. Williams with the block. And he gets it back. Jeffries can't get it to go.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Here's the Cobra. He has 7. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Dub. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Hardaway's checked in for Memphis. Memphis leading by 6. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. Q passes to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Unloads. Misses the jumper.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Williams passes to Jay. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Tubb. It's deflected.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
That's tipped.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
They need this one, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 36 seconds left in the third. Harris outside. Thomas passes to Hardaway. For 3, Harris. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Dub's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's the Cobra. He's got 7. To the wing right side. The waiter. The 3-pointer no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Memphis leads by 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Later out there with the Cobra. Then there's Scott. Then there's Jay. And it's cool hands in at the small forward. And Thomas with the block. And stolen by Scott. Now Cincinnati moving it up. Pass to the Cobra. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. The Cobra's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Cincinnati. And here is Harris. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Thomas. Shoots. Good on the short little jump shot. Thomas got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Here's the waiter. Passes it to cool hands. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Champs checked in for Jay. Memphis also making some changes. The waiters checked in for the mayor. Prez comes in for Hardaway. And it's Ellis in for Harris. Memphis leading by 9. Ellis kicks to Prez. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Scott against Ellis. Scott inside. And it's Scott with the jam.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's Ellis after the basket by Cincinnati. And finish off by Prez.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Champs checked in for Cincinnati. And he ends up missing both free throws. Memphis leading by 9. Prez finds Ellis. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Prez passes to the wing, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you have for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. And that's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Ellis outside. No good. Shot missing. And it's Cincinnati the other way.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Champ. It's rebounded by Memphis. The Waiters got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Ellis dishes to Prez. Inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Cool Hands. The second chance effort. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Ellis. This one for three. It doesn't go for him.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's Cool Hands. Scott can't get it to go. Kicks it to Jeffries. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First one falls for him. And Cincinnati making a change here. Williams is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Cincinnati trails by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
14 feet away, and that one, good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so here's Memphis after the basket by Cincinnati. Now Ellis, 4 on the clock. The pass to the Waiter. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's McNeil from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Ellis kicks to Prez. Pass to D. Jacks up a 3. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Q, he's checked in for Memphis. And that one misses. Cincinnati trails by 13. The kick out to Williams. Offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Out on his own on the break. Here's McNeil. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And a few more plays like that,
are all they need to make their comeback bid a real one.
Ellis outside. Here's the waiter, and it's blocked. And he recovers it. Yes, that goes in.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's McNeil. He's guarded by Ellis. Passes to Cool Hands. Scott with the ball. Over Ellis. Here's Champ. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him. Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Williams looking around. Prez with the rebound. Prez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Ellis on top. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Champ's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, that's blocked, and they're able to recover.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
Good on the second free throw. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
To the paint. And it's blocked by Scott. They retain possession. Tries again. There's the pass to the waiter. He dishes it to Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to the waiter. Tries yet again. With 1 on the clock. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Cincinnati calls timeout. They're down by 12. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, the waiter.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Here's McNeil. From deep three-point range, he's off on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And the 3 ball is good. And Memphis leads by 15.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
Here's McNeil, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Memphis.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for the waiter.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around. And that's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Ellis, the pass to Prez. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The kick out to Williams. And another three for Cincinnati.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Now here's Ellis. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.